As I start, I just see a massive thing in the stream chat. Subscribe to earn drops with the Discord logo. And I'm like, why? You can't even subscribe. I don't even have that enabled. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It is the Biendeo stream today on this fine 24th of November, 2025. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and we'll have a wonderful week ahead of you. My week has been... there's been lots of stuff going on. There's been lots and lots and lots and lots of things. That's a very British... way of saying it. Lots and lots. Jolly good show. I don't know. Is that what British people sound like these days? I don't know. I got a few topics this week. We're mostly going to talk about it's been one way. Yes. I got a few topics. Big ones this week. We're going to talk about Cloudflare, and we're also going to talk about what's the other one that I've got just before I dive into anything. We're just going to talk about Cloudflare. I think that's a lot of topic around Cloudflare. We'll just go with that. So anyways, let's dive into... Oh, let's get there. Wah! There we go. Someone was waiting for it. They were like, you're not even in the game in a minute. There you go. Now we're there. So, a new power supply since the last stream. Your power supply is DED, but then new power supplies are plentiful. That is at least the nice thing, is that in the grand scheme of expensive computer hardware, and especially people in the US who are using, who are wanting to buy DRAM, wanting to buy memory, good luck, fellas. Good luck. I'm seeing some extraordinary prices. I think there's some absolute worst case ones, but the fact that I saw one that was like $1,300 US for a 32 gig kit, like, all I hope is that, I really hope that one kit is like, just, it's a almost gone kit. Like, it's not, 32 gigs shouldn't be that price. In fact, actually, I'm gonna double check right now. We're gonna go to the US PC part picker, which I feel like is a decent amalgamation of all the parts. I'm going to click on DDR5. I'm also going to click on Get Alive. I got to get used to this not hitting circle, by the way. I've been playing a lot of Japanese PS1 games, and I'm too used to hitting circle to go forward. So, 2x16. I'm going to sort by price. Listen, there's one for $199 US on Amazon right now. Team Group T-Force Delta RGB 32 gigs. It's even 6400. It's CL38, which is a bit odd. So I believe my character just came back from work and didn't get promoted for some reason, and because I lost a friend overnight, which was a bit odd. But hey, you know what? We'll try again tomorrow. Actually, hold on, wait. Are we already there? We're already there. That's the reason why I probably don't care about getting promoted. Or I did get promoted, and we ended the stream. Isn't it weird, by the way? There's a low hum. You really can't hear it, but there is a low hum coming through. But yeah, every time I click on an Amazon US page, and I can't see that it's actually available because Amazon does a thing there. So, anyways, we need to buy some stuff for the house. So we need to fancy it up. And what's the best fancy thing? We need to get that bed to be better. So the moment other person's awake, we're going to handle that. Forgetting things already. What am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? We're not forgetting anything. We're all good. I gotta do the party. Better. The bed. Yeah, I know I gotta do the bed at some point. We gotta do the bed. I could actually opt for the shower while I'm at it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because hold on, we got the... Nope, not the sink. Because we got this shower, which is Hygiene 6, and you can be fancy and buy this, which is Comfort 8, Hygiene 10, and I actually feel like I probably just want to save that tad bit more for that. It's been a week! I can't remember what happens after a week. So we'll just go in, because I'm a bit too shy of money. And I'm going to need that creativity at some point. Do we have a mirror anywhere? No. I'm curious, like, if we don't have a charisma device at all. I've got the treadmill, so at least I can rely on that, but yeah, I don't think memory prices are, how would I put it? Like, they're not good. The fact that this is 190 US dollars, that would convert to maybe around 300 Australian, that's not good. They used to be like half the price. Mirror, steel, your salt, that is true. They used to be half the price, and it could continue to gradually get worse, but I don't think, you know, if it hits triple, it's probably going to do that by the end of the year, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to, like, keep going. That being said, there were rumors, and these are big rumors, because who knows if it's really going to happen, but there were rumors that the Xbox will increase its price again. The same Xbox that we've had since 2020, half the price of other premium headphones. True, yeah. Again, yes. Again. To what? I don't know. Also, it's entirely rumor. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I think my start hours changed, and that's why I was considering maybe I need to sleep, like, now. So maybe we'll actually sleep now. Meanwhile, other person is chilling in bed, nearly about to wake up, because she's got to wake up by... Well, 100% she should get a promotion if she eats ahead of work. But she also needs to start work at 6 AM, which means she should probably be awake when her comfort is a good level. But, yeah. If the Xbox price goes up, you know 100% the PlayStation's price will go up as well, which is unfortunate. I'm going to just save right here. I know someone's going to go like, oh, why are you saving? It's because if I set the house on fire, I've just, like, done that part. And the reason why I'm worried I'm about to set the house on fire is because she's got a cooking stat of 0, and that didn't stop her last time, so... but yeah, we might get some crazy product prices. I think some people are going, maybe the Nvidia Super GPUs are probably going to be cancelled because they won't offer them for a good price, and to that I then go, well... Won't the existing cards also not be a good price? Like, if they make the internal silicon better for the chip, then that should warrant making the chips, right? If the new graphics cards come out at a higher price, I mean, other than, like, people doing MSRP to MSRP conversions, which shouldn't happen. You should always compare market rate at the time of purchasing. And that can change wildly. You'll find things cheaper just if you look, and you'll find things more expensive if you just look. It depends on when you look. But it's absurd to me that, like, well, not absurd, but, like, I do feel like I don't quite get why the Nvidia GPUs won't exist. If memory is more expensive, they'll just make the cards more expensive because the memory is more expensive. And who knows, that it'll take a bit of time to sort of readjust. Which is always weird, because it's like, well, it's based on the production costs, so if the production costs are high, the downstream people are going to want to sell the graphics card for a high amount. Nvidia, it is record profits, but I still say Nvidia is a weird company because they will not, it will take them a very long time to earn $5 trillion, which is their worth, their net worth, their market cap. And I'm like, not to say market cap necessarily means the, like, the calculated expected profits, but, like, what does it mean if it's not that? If, like, the whole point of it is, like, if the company were sold today for all their assets and you had absolutely no talent and you just, like, pumped out that company forever, that's what I envision market cap sort of should correlate with. It should generally be, like, roughly where the company, you know, is worth. It's an incomprehensible. Yeah, it's all arbitrary, but youch. Gotta watch out for the youch. You know, I don't spend that much effort on breakfast. I just pull out, like, the cereal and just go for it. That was a proper cooked breakfast as well. Very proper. But, oh well, you know. It's a regular topic on the show right now. It's constantly talking about how the economy makes no sense, and I'm not an economist, so, you know. Not necessarily that I can't have an opinion on it, but I feel like, you know, it sort of exists in a state. Well, Half-Life, yeah, people hyping that up. I'm like, you know, again, rumors are rumors, but we'll see it when we see it. Everyone hyping up. It's like, oh, they marked off a Steam Store ID page. Bro, they mark off Steam Store ID pages for tons of things. It's all that exclusive range at the beginning of the you know, the store IDs. That's what that is. Alright, so the nice thing at the very least is that I have time to do a jog in the morning now. Although this ends at 9, so it's like actually fairly late. Yeah, this is gonna catch me out. I'll tell ya. But yeah, not to say that like Half-Life 3 won't happen, and who knows, maybe it will at some point. Maybe it will come very soon, but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's gonna come out when it comes out. And hyping it up, I don't think it's particularly healthy, which is why I'm also not hyping up Metroid Prime 3. My favorite game, Metroid Prime, is getting, you know, its long-awaited sequel of 18 years, finally in a couple of weeks. I'm sitting here going, yeah, sure, hopefully it's good, you know? The memes are fun. Yeah, true, memes are always good. And she is vibing because she's 8 creative. It's gonna suck once I max out creativity, because then it's like I'm not passively doing this. Hold on. I'm not gonna get told that that the place isn't pretty. I just had your mother over, and she said you started buying stuff for your house. No parties until you fix... you can have the party anyways. Although, it's probably good advice to not do the parties until after I buy the stuff, just because you gotta move out. So the person's gonna come back, and we'll just buy the shower, which is good enough. Actually, I could even just buying the shower, how about we sell the shower? The shower... Sell the shower, and we buy the fancy one, which this is fun as well, trying to figure out where you enter it from. Someone's going to complain. Also, she's home. And yeah, I was like, this is all you need. Just a good shower. So, anyway, she's back. She needs a shower, doesn't she? It's such a fancy shower. Ask someone from the year 2000. What does a shower look like in the future? And they'll say this. Hopefully she doesn't complain about, like, entering the shower from a weird angle. No, she's good. And she'll do it with the maid around. So it's such a weird one, but it's like, what makes this cool is comfort goes up, which is very odd. And the hygiene goes up crazy fast. Which technically makes it a bath, I guess. I wouldn't imagine it's actually any different to a bath at that point. But it's like, you're in and out so quick, and the lighting has to recompute. But it's great. It saves time, which is the whole reason why you're doing this. So, hold on. Do I have a good relationship with... I don't have a good relationship with a man. That's my problem. I need to chat up Woody at night. I could have the party, but like I can't ask him out. So it's a bit of an endeavor to do. That being said, you know, maybe I could. Maybe I could. I'm just like tossing it up in my head. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. She's making money. 325 is a good amount daily at this point. So like, I don't imagine 325 plus 550. So like, I don't imagine money is any issue from here on out. But it's just making sure that we've got the social coming in, and getting family friends for her is kind of, you know, who cares. So maybe, just maybe, the trick is let's just get her to do. Well, actually, the trick is. Let's get her to do all the housework. A few days ago, we got a modded Duke 3D that changes all the sprites to 3D. Haven't we already had that? Is it just another one? I swear we've had one of those for a long time. That's like the classic one to always like throw in whenever you have a source port that extends with models. So anyway, we'll have a read. We'll have Zara Till. Why does she have my name? Is that an engine limitation? You can't have... These are voxel models. Yeah. Actually, the voxel models are different, I guess, yeah. Isn't it weird she stole my name? It's very odd. But if we have a read... She can read, she can read, she can read, she can read, she's bad. Then at least she won't set fire to the house when I ask her to. Because she's going to be the cooker. She's gonna be the chef. I was gonna say it's been a while since I played Duke Nukem 3D, but it's not been too long actually, has it? The game design you submitted was purchased outright by the publisher. Wow. 250 bucks to make my hit breakthrough video game. Incredible. So I probably feel like I could just like miss a work. The Outlaws remaster. Yeah, I hear it's alright actually. My only gripe with it is the price. Because Outlaws is not a particularly long game as well. It's a rather high price. But good remasters are good remasters, and I do not mind a good remaster. Oh my gosh, famous apparently. Sprinting every time. Your energy use just spikes, you better be careful. Thanks for telling me that. Sure. Well, I think it's time to cook some food, isn't it? But she's got a very short workday as well, with 7 to 1, which is actually really nice. If anything as well, maybe that's the benefit of the career there. I'm pretty sure I don't need to do house parties in the future. It's just kind of now, and it's very awkward timing because of the, you know, work ending at 9 PM. Yeah. What do you do about that? Oh well. But yeah. But yeah, let's chat about Cloudflare. Cloudflare. Have we had moments in the past where Cloudflare has gone down? 100%. I feel like this is an annual occurrence at some point where something Cloudflare related seems to die off in some way. A lot of the time it's DNS, but this was relating to the proxy service. So, oh well, I mean they're all bad. They're all bad because it's not people's fault for misusing Cloudflare. It's Cloudflare providing some sort of config, and it's always a single point of failure as well. It's always like, oh, we have all this redundancy and all this stuff, and then it's just someone rolling out, you know, the wrong config, and suddenly everything breaks. Everything is over. So how about, let's see, just before I go to bed, let's see if we can actually get a chat with Woody, because I seem to be getting Woody to join along. I'm not too sure if Woody will like participate in, I forget, is he a party guy? He is a party guy. Was it Woody or Thomas I was going with? Also, I don't necessarily have to be straight. Maybe I could sleep with Betty, because you can't have kids in this game. Actually, well, you can in the thingy mode, but like, I'm just wondering if like boost you up a tad bit. So, but yeah, bottlenecks. Yeah, I mean, oh, okay, she's tired. Jeez. But yeah, like I don't even necessarily think it is bottlenecks. I think it is just like poor, as in like, and to be fair, I think it's very hard at Enterprise to get things to be like truly like, you know, fault free. If something is wrong, it's like a lot of systems are not particularly good at handling the alternatives. And usually when you write features, most people don't think about the alternative paths, and not as in like it's a fault of design, but like it's often something that you just, you know, it's just not higher on the priority list, especially these days. I feel like right now, every tech company just does not. They're like, they want to be the next ChatGPT. They want to make sure they make that big product that's going to, you know, break all the records, that kind of stuff. You know, make all the big bucks, which apparently ChatGPT makes in all the big bucks. ChatGPT gets a lot of investor looking at, and it certainly makes a decent amount of money, but not offset with the amount of investment. The investments are ridiculously, you know, I guess high on OpenAI's list, and also on top of that, they spend a lot in research. I guess that's always a weird one as well. Is like whenever a service is up, maintenance is often not too bad. Actually, lots of services exist with pretty low maintenance headrooms. But the reason why so many services shut down is because so many companies are juggling way too many things. They then throw the next thing on the pile, the next thing on the pile, and you can't maintain everything. So of course your maintenance is going to go crazy. You gotta wonder why. I don't know. There's something accelerationist about the economy, I feel. I mean, everyone's chasing that next big thing, but like that's the reason why you're seeing a lot of AI push and a lot of outsourcing is also the other angle I see, particularly around tech workers. You're seeing basically like a lowest common denominator, like they're going to use this to cut all the costs while still maintaining the 10 times output, apparently. And I'm just like, it's so misguided. I don't think that's the case. And honestly, I would prefer for a company to be resilient. Oh my gosh, you're going in for brekkie. Well, I mean, can't argue with that. But yeah, it's like I would really like for tech companies to be very resilient around their core products and remember who they are, such that a competitor doesn't just come by and, you know, snatch up, like not necessarily that you know, like they'll make a better product, but they'll make a good product in the moment of the existing products being terrible, which is the reason why OpenAI has succeeded with ChatGPT, because Google has been, the search has been floundering. Google the search has been absolutely dreadful, and everything they've sort of done to, granted, Google search is, you know, it's an unstable program in the sense that it does rely on user data, technically world data, because it's observing the world. Nice, okay, cool. But yeah, it's like Google the search has been getting worse and worse, and they chuck the AI overviews, and then they spend how much money on the search? Like literally, like I know people aren't paying for a ChatGPT answer or a Google search, but legit, like that kind of the underlying energy costs and also the infrastructure costs to basically have an AI constantly getting hit every time someone sends a Google search. Even though I know they cache answers, so at least they've kind of got that going for them. But the amount of energy involved is like at least like a handful of cents every time. I guess economy of scale helps, but like still, it's a lot of effort. All of this to say, like when someone searches, is the pool of the Titanic still full? And then it does all this computation to say no. Like, you gotta be right, first of all. Let's see if I can chat to Woody. Let's give him more of a chat. I never know when you can call people, but you know, we might as well just spend the day chatting him up and ignoring work. There we go, there we go. Okay. But my stats are feeling good, which means we can build him up Buttercup. And we'll get there. So for reference, if anyone didn't know, by the way, Cloudflare went down, the proxy service in particular, so anyone sort of using it for DDoS protection. And DDoS protection basically works by, instead of your server being accessed whenever someone types the website, which is the easy shortcut answer, it goes to Cloudflare, and Cloudflare will redirect the traffic to you, and in particular they will proxy. So instead of just, I guess when I say redirect, that's the easy answer of, oh, well, actually you asked for the website and then it tells you that the website is actually here. What Cloudflare is doing is sort of being the man in the middle to basically observe the requests, understand who is like over, you know, spamming lots of requests, lots of all that stuff. As well as also protecting the underlying server, because of course if people knew where the server was, then, well, I mean, what's the point? So effectively, the website can only be accessed through Cloudflare, and that's where the problem lies. There we go, we're gonna start floating at some point, but maybe around like 40, not around 25. Can't do it at 25. That's my phone call that I'm late to work, which is fine. You need to start cooking, I guess, dinner for everyone, or lunch for everyone. Just keep chatting. Wayback Machine, archive it. Well, yeah. I mean, Wayback Machine kind of is a similar thing. I assume there's some sort of proxy in the way, because obviously, like, I don't know where the archive.org makes its, or rather gets enough money to do what they do. But 100%, like, they are driven by the goal of preservationism. There we go, we're friends with him. Let's get that lunch. He's just chatting to space. Oh. Gosh, he takes forever to react after he was body blocked. There's 2 doors into the kitchen. You could have path found into it. We're going to start floating him up afterwards. Meanwhile, person needs to... you do need to get your social up, but the bots can't really access the site to archive it if it's protected by Cloudflare. Well... On the fly, no. Cloudflare is pretty good at like session IDing. So if you have individual bots getting session IDs, there's a certain framework I've seen as well, which sort of emulates the browser enough that it might be able to actually pass the Cloudflare check. But again, you know, lots of traffic from an IP is one way to detect, or at least guess, that someone is indeed using, you know, bot spam. But you can't stop someone from using it on one bot, no matter what you do. It just is not possible. I'm curious if you call the house party and he'll stay for the whole thing. I'm not gonna wing it. Maybe I'll just get you to start playing guitar. Do I gain fun by watching? What? What was that? Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe let's not do it. You, strip poker. Holy crap, do we have strip poker? Jeez. Let's start floating in the bathroom. We're at 55. We could do it. If he accepts it. He's accepting it. That's good. I'm gonna double up. He's accepting it. There you go. That's a good sign. For him. Not for me, I guess. But... Compliment. Oh, we're going for it. We're going for it. My first kiss went a little like this. I'm so glad. I'm so glad she walked in on that one. There we go. The first kiss is great because now I adore the sim. That means 100% I can have the good times with him at some point. Let's replace the bed while I'm at it. First kiss, let's replace the bed. I got the love bed, which is a pricey bed. So this is my bed. It's cheap, but it's a 7 and an 8, which is all right. But you can get this, 8 and 9. I could probably afford that if I sell the bed, and it's 910. This one's weird because the energy's backwards, so maybe just will go with a 910 instead. Or maybe I had the... Maybe I did have that one. Yeah, maybe I did have that middle one. Still, let's go for it. Also, I have to do some sort of sleeping while she's not asleep, I guess. The other person, so... But that means I'm ready to woohoo this person, I'd imagine. I mean, that's all I gotta do. Throw the raging party and score him. Also, scoring, I guess, shouldn't mean... I mean, I guess I'll move out with them, but, like... I don't think it has to be on the same night, but we'll see. So, anyways, let's... I mean, we might as well just boost him all the way while we're at it. Keep kissing him. Keep doing it. Receive a back rub. Oh, sure, yeah, I guess. Sure. She needs a social, I guess. Obviously, with Cloudflare's proxy service going down, and this affected everyone. What is happening here? I have no idea what's happening here, but sure, okay. I am very stuck in the bathroom. So let's just shoo everyone out. Okay, sure. Yep, back in. Back in we go. I might as well play more of this. He seems to be very easily entertained, though. He's happy about a lot of things. But we can't form a love triangle. She'll never be able to leave. There we go. I guess we'll make a P as well. But yeah, the problem with the Cloudflare thing, I guess the biggest problem is not necessarily that here is a company that makes $1 bajillion and should ideally have much better track record than multiple hours of outage, like once or twice a year. Seems to happen quite often now. No. We need to join Woody on the swing. This is very important. Also, now you can practice guitar. Quick, we're loading the animation. There we go. This is the love sea right here, though. Jeez. It's casual conversation, but they're having fun in the process. Oh, but he is tired. That's what I meant by, like, he's probably going to struggle if he was staying. She's trying her best. She's still got a creativity of 3. That should be okay for 3. Okay, yeah, sure. You can go now. I don't need you anymore. But yeah, no, the biggest problem is not necessarily that the company should be more reliable. It's that so many people use Cloudflare and only Cloudflare. It's sort of, it's putting your eggs in one basket, and it's putting it in a basket that's overseas or offshore or doing whatever. Not necessarily saying Cloudflare is an offshore, it's an offshore company for me. Even though they do have Australian data centers, yeah, no, like you're beholden to something that they're doing in a US time zone, which in this case happened, I believe, at like 10 p.m. on Tuesday, I think it was. Yeah, it was down for hours. It sort of kind of recovered, but only kind of. No company should bear so much brunt of the internet alone. I mean, yeah, 100%. I guess the question is, why is everyone doing Cloudflare? Are there better providers? For the price, arguably a lot of them are actually more expensive. And obviously, economies of scale. It costs Cloudflare less to do more than everyone. Yeah, the famous image, which had a bajillion edits. There were so many edits to that XKCD comic. I don't really know what's the best way, because I think I'll probably swap who's doing the stuff here. And obviously I need to go to work, so I can't throw the party myself. But I don't need to be there until the end. And by I mean Jenny doesn't need to be there until the end. So I could run the party in the middle of the day. Wouldn't it be easier to serve lunch or serve brekkie on the table? Did I just press have breakfast instead of cook breakfast? Whoops, that was my bad. Sorry, instead of serve, yeah. But yeah, it obviously needs to start from the market side. It can't happen, like, it's not Cloudflare's fault for being the best, if that is indeed the case. Although, I guess the thing is that you don't hear about other companies' outages as much because they're not having outages as often, or they're not as big, and you just don't hear them. And that's always, I guess, a problem with all that. But I would like to anecdotally throw my mum under the bus. Sorry, Mum, but she called me up at a late hour and basically said, hey, you know, like, what's... Oh my gosh, yeah, that totally is. Okay, I was like, I knew I've got this thing the wrong way. How about now? I think it's facing the wall. Yep. Okay. Just doing the, pointing at the 6 meme. Now can you clean it? There you go. From that side in particular. That's all I had to be. But, yeah, I guess the thing with the XKCD meme is that a lot of people point to the fact that there's, you know, it's a tall tower of things and there's lots of building blocks and there's some very thin blocks along that list. There's a lot of moments that things could come crumbling down. Like, for example, when the node package core.js suddenly introduced a bit of malware that tried to detect that you were from Russia and then tried to delete many files on your computer purely by geolocating you, and in some cases, poorly, which was terrible. Absolutely terrifying. There was the XZ vulnerability, which everyone probably would have fallen into had some guy with a lot of free time at Microsoft not found out. There's what's another one as well? So many, of course, so many people rely on Linux. So many people rely on many programs. Curl's probably one of the biggest ones I find. Like, most of the internet is built around programs that just use curl under the hood. I'm curious if I should sleep now, because I guess just yeah, put my time up. There we go. The lowest thin pillar is sharks not... Yes, sharks chomping on the undersea cables. Which, at the end of the day, sharks chomping on the undersea cables shouldn't stop the internet. Because most of these countries are connected via at least 2 lines, right? I should be able to connect over to Perth. And then do my, you know, do my, I guess, US work by going through all of Europe. And then, you know, whatever. Like, but the internet is good for that. The internet can figure that out. And I don't know why we just... I don't know why everything breaks. I think it's because things will direct people to the fast route and then they don't update in time. So it's probably that. Like, anytime there's a DNS problem, it takes hours for that to propagate through and resolve for everyone. So, which also, yeah, part of the meme is like, oh, DNS is always a problem in there. Gosh, is that really my outfit for a backup musician? Jeez. Well, let's see this through. Let's see if we can pull this off. And the maze is done really quick. We got some clean fellas right here. Okay, let's get the pizza rolling. Let's go for it. But I think the other problem... Wrong person as well. And you gotta pee, I guess. But I think the other problem is how tall of a tower this is. Because part of I guess the meme as well is everyone expanding the size of the tower and adding in more and more components. And it's like, why is so much of the infrastructure of the world dependent on so many pieces? This is, I think, where our reliability problems are coming from in terms of I guess a global economy, a global... you know, whatever the internet is nowadays, is that we're not just a bunch of little things connected and we've got ISPs sort of, you know, providing service to the home users. They're doing the cabling between people, and then also not a service. We're doing a throw party. We are going to throw that party and we're going to have a good time as we do it. I wish you could hire clowns. You could do it in the sequels, I think. Let's see if we can pee first. Also, the maid did not flush the toilet. She could have. So if I click grid on him, he will wait. Oh my gosh, all these people are ready to show up. Why? Oh. We're going all the way over here. There we go. Does Woody need to be greeted? Okay. Hi there, Woody. Hi there, person. Let's go for the pizza. It's gonna disappear very soon. We've already thrown the great party? Okay. Alright, sure, yeah. I will take it. But, okay. Now what we gotta do is, score with a party guest, which will be as easy as asking fella, who is right there, to have a go, as long as he stays. I did more than... Yeah, exactly. Listen, man, you order a pizza, you are talk of the town right there. It doesn't matter who I'm particularly talking to, but we'll sort of just keep this party going by talking to people. If anything as well, I could probably do the, who is calling at this time of day? Jeez. But yeah, no, I think... Here's the thing, though, is that can we cut Cloudflare out in particular? I'm not too sure if we can cut Cloudflare out, because the problem with a lot of the... Betty is... Oh, I assume that's for... yeah, for Jenny, which is fair, and honestly, we'll build those friendships back soonish. If your hours are leaner, you can wing it a bit. Let's go in for it. Goes in the hot tub with the hat. At least Woody got in there. She's trying her best. The sensor blurs make it seem like, even like, chest-wise, they're not even wearing a bikini, it's just full nude. But okay, yeah. Is this good for hygiene? It is, somehow. I feel like being in a bath with a lot of people shouldn't necessarily be great for the hygiene, but, you know, sure, whatever. So she's joined in. I'm joining out. Can I play strip poker with someone? Can we do that in the spare time? How do you play strip poker by yourself? Is anyone going to join in or no? Okay. Oh, don't ask them to leave though. Just chat. I could say join to someone, but I just don't feel like it's the most appropriate, I guess. But yeah, can we get rid of Cloudflare? Probably not. One, because I think the idea of proxies should always exist, although certainly you can use any alternative service. Because the only reason why you'd use Cloudflare in particular is probably pricing is probably the most aggressive, and also they have a huge team of people to do the you know, the reliability and all that stuff. And honestly, I don't think that's such a bad cut. It's frustrating when they're the ones who go down. It's not your fault, because you would imagine a lot of web stuff would just be sitting there, doing nothing. I'm gonna order another pizza just in case people are still hungry. Or I could cook some food. Okay, person's here. Quick. We need to, how would I put, how do we do this? How do we do this? Try and score. Yes. Just go for it. Just go for it. Go for it. Wearing this outfit and everything. Go for it. Let's do it. Does that count? We just kissed then. You're gonna run off to the bed, right? Oh, score as in marry. Oh. Listen. Abstinence is key. That's the true Christian marriage right here. Oh, they even get dressed. Look in the stinky bathroom. In the stinky bathroom in front of the geisha, the cowboy, and the resurrected resurrected lady. And now, you know, I get the phone call and we're gonna just leave? Yeah, we're gonna leave now. There you go, and there's all my money, and we're good. We're out of here. There we go. On to property number 5. Is this 5 or 6? I think we're on 5. Yeah, we're on 5. I'm good time. We're on 44 minutes. Who loves ya baby? There we go. Making progress. And for reference, we end at property number 6, so we've only got so much to do. Okay, so obviously the big ones. We got to get promoted and just upgrade the abode. Easy. I think they introduce a couple more later on. But hi there, Mum. How you doing? I'm so happy I could cry. My little Jennifer. Married. I talked nice Mr. Landgrab into letting you set up your nest in this house he's renovating. Use it as you wish. Sorry about the clutter. Okay. So now... No? Is it really that? Or are we really just going one more family friend? Because Woody is not a family friend anymore. Betty is nearly about to drop off as well, which is kind of surprising. But I'm also like, man, did I really not have anyone else as a family friend? Jeez. And obviously... I think the easy thing is to get Ziggy, Randy, and Peter as my other family friends here. And Rod, because they're all sort of already there. Yeah. I was just looking at that. Betty Roomies is no longer a family friend. Did that just happen, like, just then? It just happened just then. We were at 2, now we're at 1. Okay. Anyways, time to explore the building. I think this is what he meant by clutter. It's sort of an invitation to start doing stuff. So, we do have the love bed. The kind of weird love bed. Who knows if that's going to be the best. But we also barely have anything else, although we do have the good shower. Rule number one. Rule number one. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Don't worry. We're doing it. It is in electronics. We are making sure that we don't lose it all. Rule number two. We're making sure we don't burn it all wherever the kitchen is. Wherever the kitchen is. Is this meant to be the kitchen? It's got a phone, but like, where do they want the kitchen to be? I know they've got clutter, but like, yeah, this is actually an unfurnished house. Although it's got weird stuff. Like, it's got the marble block. It's got a TV that's facing the wall. And a piano. Okay. But like, clearly there's dining room stuff here. And lots of weird stuff here. So I'd imagine this will probably be a bedroom. I guess that is a carpet as well. Kitchen probably makes sense around here. So how about let's start arranging stuff that makes sense in a kitchen. This desk is got 2 lamps sitting on it. So we'll just sort of turn this into like a bit of a dining room here. But I don't need these lamps. I actually really, like, I don't know. These lamps gotta go somewhere. It's actually kind of small table if you think about it. Maybe this is the table rather than the smaller one. Or just listen, we gotta have a proper, like, you know, moving things around. Okay, so there's a coffee station. There's a food processor as well. James Hetfield is the table. I'm trying to understand that one. Why'd you leave the keys upon the table? That's not James Hetfield at all. So we could do drinks, I guess. Do that over there. Probably makes sense to have fridge and... Let's see. Yeah, the phone's in a bit of a weird spot, but I think probably the best thing... We've got a bit of money to spare. I got $5 grand, so we might as well buy the good stove. Get you good food out there. The phone doesn't need to be right next to there, and honestly, do we even need the phone in the kitchen? Probably not. Oh, I listened to that album once, and I never listened to it again, so that one's on me. Okay, so then backing up, we get the smoke detector. We make sure that is on top of the stove because you know what's going to happen every single time. Now we're also going to need some surfaces. So these are going to be kitchen counters, which honestly could just be anything. They technically have a back to them. If you look very, very closely, they got the doors at the front. Someone is going to complain if the doors are not at the front. But does it matter which kitchen counter you use? Probably not, other than some of them have, like, more room. Actually, none of them have more room, so it really doesn't matter. But you probably want, like, 2 of them, I guess. This is a bit of a meme. I think that's the front. Yeah, it makes sense. That's the front. Alright. We're going to want a fridge as well. The good fridge will be great, because more hunger is great. Is it worth the money for that one more? Maybe not. I'm gonna commit to one less, but, you know, whatever. And we've got the food processor as well, so I'm also going to make sure I've got more kitchen counters here. Just more kitchen counters, why not? Then we can take the food processor that is here. Actually, that's the espresso machine, but sure, yeah. Take the espresso machine, chuck it there. Take the food processor, chuck it here, facing forward. I forget which way is forward. Hopefully that's forward. Maybe. We'll see. Also on top of that, you want to make sure that you've got a dishwasher, which I think it's just there. Maybe we'll just chuck it there. This seems like a bit of a weird pathway. But okay, you know, I'll accept it. I'll accept it, sure. And also a garbage compactor, trash compactor, which I guess will replace one of our thingies here. So maybe I don't need that there. There you go. Interior decoration with Biendeo right there. This is a kind of tight fit for the kitchen. And honestly, I should consider what's happening in here. Because this is still the side room, remember that. I still don't know what I'm going to do with these, you know, this lamp and stuff. Oh, we got kitchen tops here? Oh, they're pricey. Don't need them. He's going to tell us that, you know, maybe we need to deck this place out a bit more, but whatever. Don't need to worry about that right now. This will probably be a rec room, so we'll just sort of... that's short for recreation and not for wrecking things room. Although he's got a mixture of chairs, which is kind of curious, but that's okay. Just try to rearrange the chairs to generally sit in the room that we're in. Also, it is not a centered table, and someone is going to yell at that, so we'll sort of center it there. There we go. Does someone get the paw chair? Is that what we're going for here? Or is that like a chess chair? Or this chair is just too big for the table. Like, I got too many chairs. Who knows? Let's see. We got more lamps. Honestly, do you need so many lamps? Probably not. This would be great for decor. So, throw that into anywhere that's not this room. That would be great. I forget what this one is. This is like a work chair, isn't it? Let's throw the exercise machine into the corner, which I can do once I've not got this chair here. I don't need this extra chair. Exerciser. Yeah, throw that there. Yeah, throw the artist block like here. I don't know. Probably makes a bit of sense. I don't know what this is really doing here. I guess it's as good as mine. Like, it's a big bathroom. It probably makes sense to have this as like a big living room. So you could have like the TV against like this wall here in particular. This is always my gripe with the Sims. The Sims 2 fixed this, and particularly an expansion. The TV is too wide, the couch is 3 wide. You cannot put things halfway. It's just... it's gonna irk so many people, but what can you do? What can you do? The jukebox can probably move as well, just because I guess all those other things are for whatever. But really, this is a kind of lonely room, because I don't know what to do with it. Obviously, I have stuff on the table that I don't also need. It'd be good for room. Maybe we can figure that out later, but for now, honestly, you don't need that much stuff. There's plants outside. I'm just not going to sell them. Also, like this table. This desk. I don't know, just throw it outside. Who needs it? And this is a bookshelf, so as long as you've got things that you can read somewhere. I don't know, here's a good place, maybe. Unless it'll be too tight. I'll just throw the bookshelf in the main room, why not? There you go. Okay, it's a weird house. What can I say? Are we missing anything? I mean, I've got the amenities, we've got the fun. Yeah, we've kind of cleaned it up. You gotta really do that bathroom if you want as well. Just move that, like... just back here a bit. This wallpaper, I can't get over it, though. It's like a room for a kid. It's almost as if there will be a goal where you have a kid. But there isn't. I don't believe there is, actually. I don't know, I think we're doing okay, so... I do need to upgrade the abode, so we do need to eventually buy more stuff, so... since I've got a lot of spare money, I guess the easiest thing is... what are we lacking? This is a great plasma TV. The Fun is 6, which, I guess you can sort of compete with, you know, the electric guitar. Or the piano, which might be on this list. Oh, there you go. The piano... oh, that's only 4? Really? Okay. Interesting. The Arrowmaster. We have a piano... yes. Yeah. Also, you can buy the Love Swing, which comes with the whole tree. So, the whole tree and caboodle. Honestly, I mean, we could replace the... you know, the exercise machine with the treadmill, but I don't really know what you get out of that. That's not for talking to, so don't need to worry about that. Although I am going to need to work on charisma, so I am going to need to chat to the other mirror. Yeah, teppanyaki table, yeah. But yeah, I mean, for hygiene, like, you only need this. We've got the love tub, which is... it's there, I guess. But I don't know, I mean, I guess I could invest in the good fridge. You know, might as well. Let's upsell the fridge. Let's live it large. Because I already bought the good stove, so we're good there, and everything else is pretty good, other than, I guess, buy the good dishwasher while we're at it. Secret fridge. True, true. But yeah, I mean, like, other than getting a good computer, if you do need, like, personal fun like that, I don't know. The pinball machine is remarkably always cheaper fun as well. But all this stuff seems fine. Like, we've even got the, you know, the phone, the train set, okay. Decor is just decor, tables are tables, chairs are chairs. I guess I could buy more of that chair. Maybe? There's that chair. I could also sub out the bed if I really wanted to. Where is the chair? What is that one? What is that chair? I can't tell. I'm just... Oh, it is this one. Okay. There you go. Might as well just have more chairs. Why not? I don't know. Seems pretty okay to me. I haven't exactly decked out anything, but sure, okay. Anyways, other person is also unemployed and an idiot. Well, maybe not an idiot, but he's unemployed, which means he is probably just gonna, like, I don't know. He could get a job, but I probably think the best thing is to just dedicate him to getting the friends. We really need to get the friends back, the gang back together. So, I don't know. Let's just call Ziggy over and let's just start chatting people. Wherever the phone's gone. Here it is. He doesn't know that many people. And as for me, I do need to get those stats up. But I'm also not having fun. So what's the best way to have fun? Is to hog the bathroom all for yourself. There we go. Why am I stuck outside? Bruh. Okay, and also while I'm at it, we have to make sure he doesn't set fire to anything, so he is going to need to read a book, unfortunately, for a hot moment. We should get some new house guests as well. This is what I look like when I'm trying to practice my speaking. Oh, apart from saying that. I don't say that very often. But yeah, other than that, I don't particularly have any other big news, I guess. There's posts out there. There's a post on Hacker News titled, the Cloudflare outage was a good thing. But I think it's a good thing in the sense of, people hopefully will realize that they shouldn't, you know, put all their eggs in one basket anymore, but who knows. Okay, chat him up. So as long as we can get some family friends up and running, we're all good. And the nice thing as well is, I guess, like, I don't know, how many family... I should really look this up just ahead of time, just so I don't get caught off guard in case the next promotion level is also, like, magically going to show up in the goals. I guess I've upgraded the abode. I guess we've done that. Here we go. Talk, talk, talk. Bring on me. Something like that. I don't know. Okay, I do need to do level 9, so I am gonna need to keep it up. Also, there is secretly another goal in there, I think, which will involve this other room, so at least we got that going. As a spoiler, I think we do need to have kids, so let me double check the other guide. But yeah, the problem that I've got to work with is I'm going to need to get my charisma really up. We're only going to need 6 friends, so it's probably not too hard to keep this up, but getting 7 charisma is going to be a fair bit of work, so okay. And I still start work at 12, so plenty of time. I think I've realized that I have no lights in the building, so... Which is purely personal. It's purely personal, but... You're probably going to be like, oh man, I really wish there were lights, and I sold them all. What are the best lights? I don't know. I just use these sconces everywhere. Just chuck them everywhere. There you go. Nothing lights up a room like too many sconces. Yes, it gets a bit pricey, but that's the price I'm willing to pay for some darn lighting. Very uneven lighting as well. Someone's gonna comment on that, and that's okay. There we go. Oh, and this room as well. Let's not forget this room. I do appreciate, like, I feel like The Sims is a very subtle one, but, you know, especially the amount of objects on screen is really player dependent. So pulling it off on the PS2 and, you know, a fairly good attitude. There you go. And now it's nighttime, the lighting recomputes, and it's kind of fine, other than this room is way too massive. But it is kind of fine. It's kind of fine. You can at least see stuff now. Okay, so now I can see stuff. Let's go ahead and cook some dinner for everyone. Might as well. Oh, he's nearly about to make one friend. There we go. Youch. Oh, nearly bonk your head on that lamp. That lamp there. Okay, let's go for the burgers. Or whatever that is. It's not burgers. Yeah, it's a nice big house. I wish I had a house this big. It'd be kind of cool. A dining room table where you cannot reach over to the other side. Steamed hams. It's technically one room. The way they've done this is technically one room. The only thing, I guess, is that it's one bathroom. I assume that's the good toilet as well. I didn't double check. Yeah, it's the good toilet. It's this one. The Flush Force 5 XLT. It lets you piss way better than... Actually, it's the same. But it's comforting. So I don't believe we need to do a party. I don't think that a party is involved anymore. But, yeah, no, I guess I do need to get... I don't know what I need to get creativity up to. Okay. It does need to keep going up. She's going. She's rushing for it. She needs to pee, and she needs to pee now. Dang it. But yeah, anything else I've got? Not really. We're pretty chill. We are really chill when it comes to technology and other kinds of things. I did get this one thing as well, which is Microsoft is going to town. Also, does he have any? No, he's a normal Aquarius. I say he's a normal Aquarius. I'm a Cancer. I guess we can have fun on the piano while we're at it. And meanwhile, my guy can hopefully pee. This guy's about to go first. So that's going to be kind of awkward. Maybe we could build another bathroom in here if I really need to. He's going to rush for it. I feel like you spend all your time walking across the house at this rate, you know? Give us the goods. Heck yeah. But yeah, no, I played a couple of games this week. I can talk about that, I guess. Someone's going to want a dolphin update as well. Also, hi, what? You're meant to be peeing in the toilet, not peeing in the hot spa. That's $10,000. But yeah, no, it's got a tick. I think the only thing they're sort of asking is just to squash, and also there's a couple of nitpicks, so just like adding constant places. Now it's been a lot of back and forth, but you know what? It's if they're liking it, that's the goal. That's the goal, is to get there. Did he not pee? Because I didn't even finish my bladder on that one. Is the marble block fun? I don't know. Might be fun. You might enjoy it. But the TV is probably good fun, so... Oh, he is enjoying it. Okay. Oh, sure. I'll accept it. There we go. So he's going to gain creativity way quick because he's got none. He is not creative right now. I'm amazed that you can, like, just take someone to sculpt. Oh, hi there. You just get someone to sculpt some marble and they'll actually, like, do it without, like, chopping their entire hand off in the process. I say, like, playing piano and, like, getting my creative up is going to take a lot of effort, but then it's like, well, here I am nearly about to get creative 9. So we're kind of nearly there at this point. Although I believe, I'm not too sure if it's like in this game every level is double the next one. But you know, like if we're on the last one, we're definitely getting there. Let's sleep. Part of me wants to get rid of the love bed because of the, like I sit in the bed for sleeping, not for comfort, not for, yeah, for energy. And it's like, look at that, the energy's worse. So I'm actually I'm gonna sell it off. Listen, we can go with the 10. I don't know why it's like that. Oh boy, you're now gonna flex on everyone on this one. I love the way you slam it every time as well when you finish it. But I played a few games. I'm virtually most of the way through on this one, so I'm gonna do my discussion. I have a fairly lot of things to say about Pokémon Legends Arceus, which is a nearly 4-year-old video game for the Switch. It came out in January of 2022, which is hilarious that it came out the same year as Scarlet and Violet. So everyone was like, was it the better Pokemon game of the year? Maybe. And I feel like it actually might be a depending on who you ask kind of thing. Obviously, Legends Arceus is a spin-off game. It's not the mainline Pokemon game, but it has a lot of stuff going for it because it is a full title developed in-house and therefore has a lot of, I guess, main series Pokemon stays. In particular, it's still got the Collectathon. It's still kind of got a lot of the turn-based combat, although it's stripped down in various ways, and I'll get into that in a bit. But generally, Legends Arceus does one thing I really like, and that is, it is a great, fun time to catch lots of stuff. If you love catching safaris, and in particular if you like Pokemon X and Y's catching safari, where you go to different places and you just constantly keep seeing different Pokemon in short order, it's a great game. It's great. You will enjoy it no matter what. Legends Arceus has, I guess, a kind of weird distinction, and that is the way the gameplay works is generally you'll be... also, hi there. How are you doing? You'll be sort of free roaming. Free roaming? You'll be walking around these hubs. There's about 5 hubs. There's lots of Pokemon all over the place, but you'll also be doing quests and you'll be doing other kinds of things like that. Effectively making progress through the game like that. You know, you level up a few Pokemon. Your toilet looks a bit questionable. Yeah. In my head, I need to get the maid again. There's really not a lot of room in this kitchen. So we might as well get that maid out just to, you know. I don't know why you think about money, but sure, yeah. But yeah, you'll still build your team of 6 Pokemon based on the ones you catch. You even have a starter. These are Oshawott, Cyndaquil, and Rowlet, I believe. They're your 3 starters you can choose from. But it really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, virtually every Pokemon will be good enough. Most of your experience will come from catching things, but you'll also be getting some experience by gathering resources, at least for a decent while of the game. Hi, I'm eating here. I'm eating. Hold on, if we greet, they'll stay chilling for a bit, despite the fact I'm eating. Are they walking off? No. Oh, they are walking off. I've botched it up. I've botched it. That's okay. We can just keep calling more people. We need to get Randy in today. I'm not too sure what else I need. I guess I gotta pee, but I'm not getting a promotion or anything, so... Not today. We need to keep getting the family friends. Keep boosting this up. That just seems to be the goal, is to get that, you know, get the job promoted. Get it going. So let's call Randy today. Party guys, Randy. The other thing with... Oh, fixing up a casserole. That's okay. We can call Peter. And I know Rod was just here, which is kind of annoying. Pitchford, not Pitchford. There are more Randys than Pitchford. Seeing you was at the bar. Also rip. Okay, what about Rod? Listen, Ziggy's our friend. There you go. We got one. We got one at least. Main characters at work for ages, which means now we just gotta build some family friends. We can turn on the TV so it's not an absolute dull experience audio-wise. It's a vibe right there. But yeah, so unlike regular Pokemon, although maybe like newer Pokemon, yeah, everyone in your party gains experience from basically doing everything, so everyone's sort of brought up at the same speed. Differences to regular mainline Pokemon, your combat generally doesn't happen as often. You'll throw out a Pokemon against a wild Pokemon if you just want to, you know, if you're spotted and the Pokemon's aggressive, or if you just want to defeat it, then you can do that. But if you can catch Pokemon on the overworld without sending any Pokemon out. Also, if you lose all your Pokemon, you can just run away. You can continue to run away. You only die when you actually die. If you keep getting hit and you're proper dead, you run out of health. It has various Dark Souls style, well, I say Dark Souls style, but like, you know, dodge rolling, like that kind of stuff. Action-y boss fights, which are kind of curious. Like, it feels so weird that they're in a Pokemon game, but, you know, sure, okay. Does he really not want to talk, or has he got something going on, or keeps rubbing his pants? I don't know. Keeps walking away. There you go. Compliment him. There you go. Good stuff. Don't tickle him. Don't go too far. There we go. Okay. We're at 3 now. I mean, when he's doing nothing but talking. You know, there's only so much you can do. Let's see if we can just boost it up a bit more, because I am worried about Ziggy, but if we get him up to... What the heck? Is that how this works? Oh my goodness, we got a baby boy. Oh my gosh, what do we do about baby names? What do we do about baby names? How many letters do I have? 8, probably? 9. Whoa. While she was at work. Yeah, won't ask any questions. Listen, we're going with the greatest freaking oh, does this fit? Yes, it will fit. Yes. We are going with the greatest baby name ever. And by the greatest, I mean, please don't do this. Leviathan. It's the stupidest baby name I've seen. Anyone calling their child Leviathan? Why? Little Leviathan. Little L. Little Levy. Which I guess it's good that I've got a stay-at-home, you know, kind of father here. Also, you know, just sell it. No, I can't sell it. Sup, Tom? How you doing? I greet little Leviathan into the world. There he is. He's in there. He's in there. There he is. There he is. Little Levy. Little Levy. Should I put Levy in the same room as a phone? Maybe not. Someone's gonna call up on that. Dun 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 dun. Right as I was talking to this guy as well, it just casually happened. Yeah, he's just walking past. Oh, he's beating me to it. He's gonna think this cowboy guy is the freaking baby, the freaking father. There you go, clap him on. All right, so what do you do about babies? Well, they're gonna get angry if you're not feeding them. So just do this every so often, I guess. Okay, Woody. You are going to use that Aquarius lifestyle to its fullest. You are going to feed that baby. You are going to make sure that baby is happy. Do you play with the baby? Do you just wave it in front of your head like this? Look, he's got 2 frames of animation. What can you do about him? There you go, pop him back in. Let's sing to him as well while we're at it. Oh, he's hungry. He's going. He's going. That's okay. He's at 71, and I feel like that's a comfy amount. Oh, the other one. All right, we need to put this baby down. We need to chuck this baby in the oven. There you go. Leave him to cook. Hello there, other person. I gotta pee and sit down at some point, but you know what? That's okay. But yeah, so Legends Arceus, I guess the interesting part about its combat is that Pokemon can freely switch between moves between battles, of course, but like you just go into the menu and just put which moves you want on your Pokemon. Moves, after a while, like after you hit a certain level, they become mastered, and what that means is that you can then use a strong stance or an agile stance. This means that moves may not necessarily take 1 turn. They might take a little bit more than a turn, but deal more damage or be more accurate, or be quicker, but also deal less damage or be more inaccurate. Depends on how much overkill you need. Where's the usual character? Oh, she's just at work. She just works for 9 hours. She'll be back very soon. But the goal right now is that she needs another charisma, she needs another body, and also we need to have 2 kids, by the way. We are getting 2 kids by the end of this. So that's the other goal. We need to get the kids doing the do. Which I feel like is going to naturally happen. You don't really have to do anything weird for kids. But we got to do this while also maintaining a job. And starting a family. Exactly. We chose this guy. He's got sunglasses at all times. So who is this guy? Charles. Okay. Listen, I'll keep him up. So we gotta get some family friends. I think I need 6 family friends for the not this promotion, but the next one as well. There we go. I am home. I'm gonna need that shower because I haven't had that shower. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. $5.50 a day is a good amount of money, especially given that I'm not buying anything now. I'm probably just gonna sleep. Yeah, I think it's time for my fella to sleep. So there we go. The other thing about Legends Arceus, and this is what really threw me off, is that many underlying Pokemon mechanics are gone or heavily reworked. Yeah, the car's different each time, yeah. Various mechanics are reworked or gone. So the big ones for me, there's no hold items, there's no abilities. Although, interestingly, after using Regigigas, they implemented his slow start ability as if it were a status condition, which means he just gets hit with it anyways. Status conditions such as raising your attack and defense now apply to both attack and special attack, or defense and special defense, and usually they are kind of broken, but they only last for a few turns. Various penalizing conditions like sleep and frozen now only kind of affect you. Like they'll you know, there's only a chance that they'll actually like Effectively, I'm going to tell you to leave so you don't accidentally set a fire in my house. Shush, get out of here. Alright, we're going to practice the speaking. Is there any better way to do speaking here? I'm actually curious. Charisma, literally mirror. Literally mirror. Okay, yeah, literally mirror. I only need 2 now, but I think I need 3 for the next level, but that's fine. Focus on the now, I guess. Okay, and then let's do some body for a bit. Also, I could swim in the pool, but you can die swimming in the pool. I remember, like, the classic... Tom, however, hasn't changed. That is true. That is true. So, yeah, without abilities, it's kind of weird. The status conditions are a little odd as well. Obviously, the move roster is a fair bit less as well, but you're leveling up and you're gaining moves quite quickly in this game, so I don't think you'll really notice or care too much about that. But what you will notice, and this one was a weird one to me, and I actually only realized now, after I kind of played through the whole game, effort values are gone. Individual values, what they determine, they are kind of there. You do still have a little bit of a variance in Pokemon stats, but individual values set what they call effort points. Every Pokemon has 0 to 10 effort points in each stat, and their IVs may determine if they start with it at 0, 1, 2, or even 3. What? Well, I'm sleeping here! Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't get the baby. Hold on. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm gonna be absolutely dead tired in the morning. And that one's all on me, because I was going for some stats. There you go. There you go. The baby is fed. Wow, this takes an hour. Wow. Listen, the baby's got to eat more often than I do. Although we only eat once a day, apparently. There you go. You have... You've got to be kidding me, baby. I'm gonna pass out on the floor because of this. All because of you, freaking Leviathan. Apt naming, maybe. Alright, time to pass out on the floor. Oh no, she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it. She's gonna make it. Either. Oh, now you're awake. Oh, and you're about to piss yourself. Who's the baby here? There he goes. You know, maybe I should have put this baby on the other side of the house. Maybe it would be quicker for them to realize he's there. You know, nothing actually stops me from doing that, by the way. Like, actually putting the baby in... I guess in the bedroom is a bit risky in case they're sleeping, but... No! You missed the bed? Ah. She missed the bed. Oh, no. Yeah, go for the bed. Go for the bed. It's right there. It's right there. Everything's going to shambles already. I didn't get at that level in cooking, by the way. I'm going to need to make sure I do that. Well, technically this is the baby room, but I'm also just thinking to myself, like, really all you need is put the baby in a place where it's not going to complain about noise. But honestly, you know what? Sure. Mystical God Hand moves the baby all the way. There you go. Let's see. Is he going to study cooking? Oh, he's in a good mood for cooking. Because he needs to at least not burn on that. Yeah. Never have babies. Just don't have a big house, man. That's the pain. Well, I suppose, well, I got to do 2 of them. I got to do a second one. Also, does that mean we don't have sex in this game? Like, I know, like, it's the same. But, like, you know what I mean? It's like, do we actually not have this whole process of, like, having the baby like that. Because I've just, you know, we haven't had sex. We just got married. That was it. Also, you can technically get divorced if you really want to. But I think you then get a new goal, which is to get married again. Because you're meant to be married. What do you mean you get through life and you're not married? Pfft. What are you doing? Read that book. Don't set fire to the house. But yeah, so the effort points. What I didn't realize is that unlike effort values, where you gain effort values basically by defeating any Pokemon you come across, whether it's trainer battle or wild, whatever, you will slowly but surely gain these effort values, and then your Pokemon will be somewhat better than just a regular wild Pokemon around. Effort points are not gained naturally in this game, and I went the whole game without even realizing that, and I really should have. What you're meant to do is you're meant to use these effort grit items, which I thought would have boosted it anyways, but the effort grit items are literally the level ups. You use those to... Who is calling at this time? I'm sleeping. They just boost the stats up by a certain amount, and you need different items depending on what level the stat is at. So you'll need like a very special one to boost it up to that high, level at the end. Ultimately, though, I actually realized after I had all that, I had so many Pokemon in my that I had caught, and you get these items virtually for every Pokemon you release. So pretty much anything you catch, throw it away, you'll get one of these, and you're kind of set. Really? It doesn't take too much effort to get your Pokemon all maxed out again. At least your team of 6 that you're probably going to rely on, hopefully. There you go. Let's clean up the food. And is the piano better for fun, or is it the... Piano's 4, so actually I think the TV is probably better. Yeah. Because, yeah, he's bored out of his mind. Car's not here yet. This person keeps wandering past. Listen, you got this whole seat. You could sit a bit more frontal, but no, you're just going for this kind of angle. So, but I didn't realize how much as well the effort points max, like they really boost your stats, and you're gonna be caught so off guard. I see that happening. I see this happening. We gotta make sure he's fed and played. Get angry. Go to work. That's life. I'm not too sure how long you need the baby. How long do you need a baby for anyways? Like really? I mean, it's in the name of the stage. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're just... He is sucking on that food. Yeah, okay, so make sure, if you ever play Legends Arceus, keep your grit points up. That's what makes your Pokemon special. I do want a greet person. I do want to have the person over at the very least. Are you an Egyptian with that haircut? I guess. There you go. Oh, no, you're not going. I'm greeting you. Is this really the fastest route? Is that really the fastest way to get here? Gosh, this baby is demanding. No, I want to get talked to, man. This baby can wait. And I'm bored out of my mind because this baby is too demanding. Oh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Look how cute this baby is. He's tiny. Look at him. That's why I don't want to have kids. Listen, it's a lot of work, but it's also, I don't know, I feel like it'd be super rewarding. One day, and then I'll have absolutely no time for anything in the world. Listen, that baby better be happy now. There we go. Yeah, I might have greeted this person, but I honestly have nothing for Chantal Cheeky to do. I got a lot of mates who, like, they used to, like, really be not having kids, and then they, like, met someone, they were like, nah, this is what I need to do now. This is my goal in life. Why doesn't she join in? Oh, Ziggy. Oh, yeah, that's fine. We'll get Ziggy back, don't worry. Alright, well, I boosted the fun a bit, so let's sit down and realize that it takes forever to get up from TV. Oh my goodness, are you stuck? Jeez, yeah. Yeah, let's get the Egyptian up here. Ew. Let's keep talking about crime. But yeah, other than that, Legends Arceus is fine. The whole I guess flow of the game, it works pretty fine. It's kind of over maybe a bit sooner than you'd want, but I also feel like, you know, the mechanic was wearing a bit thin for me, so I'm like, oh, okay, sure. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna use this opportunity to make sure my person is ready to hit the hay. And hopefully they'll be good before the baby needs anything. Hopefully, we'll see. But we got the good toilet, which means quicker pee. We've got the good shower. Hi there. I'm so glad you've witnessed me doing this. And I'm curious if I'm about to fall crazy asleep as well. I'm curious if it's the baby dragging my my sleep down. Ah, I missed it. But he can't sleep because he fell in the same room as the TV. It's good enough. It's good enough. He got there in the end. And the other person is home right about now. Which would be good to at least... How many more days of this, man? How many more days of this? Oh my goodness. I'm not too sure if I need like 2 babies at the same time. Because I mean, once they're like actual kids, they are indeed characters. And then their job is to, you know, do well at school. Which involves good stats, so... I need the food, man. I need the food first. We'll readdress this baby in the future. But my dinner comes first. Gosh, they make him annoying. I love how they always do the Miracle of Birth kind of episodes in many, like, kids' TV shows. They always got the freaking, like, the doll, and the doll is, like, hypersensitive to everything. And then they send it to the worst things imaginable. I remember a Ned's Declassified episode about it. There's bound to be more. I don't know why Ned's Declassified is the one that pops up in my head. Listen, we gotta take turns. This person's sleeping, and then she sleeps, and then she goes to work. It's a good show, yeah. The podcast is always weird though, because I'm like, kind of, I don't know, something gets thrown off with me when it's like, oh snap, they dated in real life, and they go into the details. Ew. Ew. Why they gotta do that to me? Yeah, no, Legends Arceus sometimes looks really nice as a game, and sometimes looks kind of iffy. It runs fine. I do wish it had some Switch 2 enhancements. Gosh, this baby is angry. But yeah, no, it generally is fine. Poketom, yes. It's generally fine. It's still got jamming music. Every Pokemon game has jamming music, and I'm always upset whenever games that have jamming music just don't get recognized because journalists do not know good music if it hit them silly, which is why I'm very upset that Mario Kart World is not nominated for a Game Award, but also, does it matter? Also, this baby is still going. This baby never quits. What? I was right there! I was right there, excuse me. Yoink. Yoink. There goes Leviathan. There's the void where Leviathan was. Well, makes my life easier to get the promotions, I guess, but... Oh, he's got morning sickness. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Seriously, like legit. It's like I was feeding and playing with that baby for like 8 hours, and that still wasn't enough. I put him down, went to bed. Oh, sorry. Gonna take the child. Oh, it's terrible. The worst part is that, like, I'm curious how many days it would have been until Leviathan was actually an adult. So unfortunately, we're not going to have a Leviathan as a child. Maybe they took him away just because of the name. Maybe. Seriously, I like got home, I peed, I took care of the baby, went to bed, and I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be bored out of my mind. Stop going to the hot tub. You do not need to go into the hot tub. What you need to do is you need to call back Chantel. Actually, you need to clean up this plate first. And then you need to call back Chantel, so... cheeky Chantel. Or we could do Charles. Chantel, are you there? Nice. Bruh. There we go. Oh, I mean, we're gonna get another baby very, very soon anyways, but... Have 2 kids. Listen, we already had the first one. Does that count? Does that count? That's technically our child. How's my other person doing? I do want to get that fun boosted real quick. So I think the easiest thing is probably just to get some TV watch. Stop going for the love seat. Pee, bro. Pee. I know I clicked on cleaning the toilet earlier. What even is that thing in the bathroom? That's the shower slash... I think it's a bath, really. Is this a male thing? Because he's not pooping. He's just doing a stand-up piss, and then he only goes for like a bit. Yeah, get your fun up, bro. Tennis. Hi there, mate. How you doing? Don't flow. Gotta make sure you don't cheat. We might be able to get Chantal as a family friend. Ziggy might drop off, but that's fine. We'll get Ziggy back. Okay, just going for it. Okay. But yeah, no, I enjoyed Legends Arceus. I think it's got a decent amount of content, and it's neat for what it is. So I'd give it a general recommendation. It might. I think I'll do a full write up on backlogs. I'll give it maybe around a 3-star. I enjoyed it a fair bit. Is it a great game of the year? It's fine. It's pretty alright. But it's kept my fancy for a while. It does a bunch of things that I think is neat. I do wish it had some better presentation in various places. I do wish it had better writing. The plot just kind of happens, and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah. Like you are a mythical chosen one at this point. You really, really are, like, you know, the hero from the sky. And it's like, why? Where are you from? What are you doing? Don't need to worry. backstory is for dweebs. I'm not saying we need backstory in a Pokemon game, but it's just kind of interesting that, like, Pokemon Forever seems to always blank slate the main character, and then it is an isekai, yes. And so is Mystery Dungeon. But it always seems to, like, blank slate you as a character, and then have not much personality with anyone else. Even if, like, maybe you have, like, an N character in there, it's like, it's so fleeting, and N is not as much in the game as, you know, other characters, so it's like, you spend all this time, but, oh well. I could get, I think as well, the husband will always keep, you know, will stay for the next stage as well, so boosting cooking stats actually might be good. And creativity, in case I want to just do, like, paintings for more money, but, like, I don't know, at some point your money is set. Is she gonna have the fancy shower, or she's good? She's at 75. She's at a comfy amount. Yeah, let's join in. No, she's hungry. She's just gonna, like, bugger off now. Oh no, she's back watching TV. Talking about peace. And now she's hungry. Oh man, maybe I should just watch TV instead. Oh, I'm hungry. Actually, you know what? Maybe TV. Yeah. Actually, forgot about being hungry. Okay. Why is my character getting up now? He's just bored of TV now. Okay. Let's keep chatting, or why not? Give her a dance. We don't have any music on. We're gonna dance to Channel 9 News. Oh, I mean, I enjoyed that. I don't know if she enjoyed it as much. Yeah, okay, she's good. Oh, no! Ziggy Party Guys is no... Party Guys is the surname, by the way. I just want to add. Is this a girl? It's a girl. Oh, boy. We're going for the girl name. This was the other one on the list, which I always loved and laughed. Rocklin. I'm just gonna need to keep trying. Just gonna need to keep trying until the child is alright. It is a cool name, but it's also like, what is this name? Maybe the female is easier to care for. I just want to get some family friends. The goal, I don't think the goal should be completed because, yeah, we need a. I mean, I guess it's take care. No, I think I think have 2 kids does require, like, at least getting both kids existing and still going. I don't think you'll have 2 babies simultaneously, but once the baby is a child, you can start controlling a child. Oh my goodness. What do you do? Do you just constantly feed the baby? The other baby was Leviathan. Not with 2 L's. I couldn't fit 2 L's. Drown them in milk. What do you want, baby? I think in newer Sims games as well, the baby counts as a person, which means you can clearly just see their needs. Can't move them, really. What are you doing? Do you need more food? I'm standing here doing absolutely nothing meaningful other than constantly feeding you. You better be happy about it. What do you need? Do you need the TV off? Is that what you need? I don't get it. I don't get babies. I don't get kids. Oh my gosh, finally. Jeez. Okay, well. I don't know, where do you put the baby in a way that makes sense? This is a weird spot though, because it seems to keep just putting it right next to me. Cats in the cradle with the silver spoon. Okay, you just need to, like, actually sleep, bro. How about, do I spend this moment... Oh, I gotta cook. I gotta get that little bit of body. You gotta have some opportunity to get that body up.
Youch.
Youch! Youch! But I feel like with the family sleep schedule going weird, maybe that actually is like why the baby's upset. Does the baby need nurture from both the parents? And if anything, isn't that the commentary of The Sims? The whole work-life balance? How does one maintain their needs while also, you know, building up a family and a career at the same time? Because it's very easy to live the personal life, but then your sim is old and dies alone, and the game ends with no continuation. She's working out, don't worry. But there is a game that I did play, which did involve weird sounds, and I'm like, oh, why? And that game is called Oh No! With an exclamation mark, on the PS1. It's a game by a company that I do not know, I've never heard of. And they made Oh No. Oh No is... it's another Pepsi Man. If you like Pepsi Man, if you like a game where you run down the street and wacky stuff happens, it's Pepsi Man. And it's pretty okay at that. It has some fairly alright music. It's a bit annoying at times, but, you know, sure, okay. The main characters have a lot of that kind of wacky sprite work. Think of like Parappa the Rapper. Like, they're flat, but they're wobbling around in 3D space a bit. Then they do wacky stuff. They don't wear clothes. They're wearing diapers. Even the dad wears a diaper for some reason. 100% there is cartoon dingy... there's cartoon genitalia in this game, so you're gonna have to accept that one. What I did find is that it's a bit short. It's only got 10 levels. And the levels are not too hard. Baby. The levels are not too long or hard. They've got quite a decent amount of checkpoints. It's untranslated. You're going to have to be mashing your F8 key to do your automatic translations on a lot of the stuff. But you don't particularly need to know a lot of things. You just, like, the cat, I don't know, the dialogue kind of like whatever. There's a narrator who sort of questions the absurdity of the game. And that's kind of it. Okay, what's the other person? Oh, he's about to wake up. Okay. You know, unless Child Protective Services comes again. I think he just needs a diaper change, and I never change his diaper. But I don't know. I don't know. Either that, or it really is just... You have to just constantly spend time with him. Like, maybe the game just really doesn't care what you're doing. You don't necessarily have to feed him. You just do everything. Maybe you just hit feed a bunch of times. But, oh my gosh! He never shuts up! He's never done! You would imagine it's just looking after him every, like, 8 hours or something. But no, he demands you. He demands your presence. He demands your time and money. Well, maybe not your money. He demands your time, which is money. Here's the thing. I mean, like, if this baby stops complaining... There you go. We're going to do the bladder hygiene, and then we'll go. If this baby stops complaining... I can call up Ziggy, boost them up a little bit. You go to the toilet first. I can boost up, I guess right now, yeah, they are. I can boost Ziggy up, just that tiny bit, and then we can maybe binge Charles, because I think Charles is my only other one that's, yeah. We can boost up Charles if he wants to call, and that might mean we have 5 family friends by the time I'm back from work. You know, IRL in the game, yeah. And that will be our key to success, is juggling that. Because, I mean, the family friends will be fine. You know, you only drop, like, a couple of points every day. So as long as you're getting, like, a net 12 points of friendship with people every day, which should be quite, you know, quite fine. You're doing all right. I just never want to answer the phone. Because it's always just calling in at inconvenient times. But oh my gosh, she's bored her out of her mind. Maybe I should buy the computer. Because I'm like, the TV is good only for so much. But the computer... I mean, not this computer. Fun is 3. This one's fun 5. The VR is 7. It's a little better. But the TV is 6, but that computer, if I can get to 6,500, which actually might be a while away. Hi. Hi, maid. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, I know. Go have fun by watching the TV. Except she's gonna watch like 2 seconds of TV. No, keep watching the TV for a moment. You're gonna maximize your time there. Also, hi, no hot tub. He is very infatuated by that hot tub. You're gonna call Ziggy for a hot second. There you go, you had fun? There you go, now you can go to work. Just call Ziggy. I don't have too much to say about Oh No. It kind of just happens. It's very quick, as I said. Even the bonus modes you've got, and you'll notice there's a little bit of repetition in the levels themselves. You'll spot some environments that just happen multiple times. You'll be like, oh, okay. But also it's got an additional set of levels, some bonus levels where you play as other characters, and it's basically the same levels again. And then you play the whole thing again, but now you can roll. Which makes the game easier for some reason. So I'm like, okay, sure. That's a couple of extra modes, but again, it's like the raw gameplay is like, that's it. It's not the most dull kind of game, but there's not a lot going for it really. So it doesn't exactly tick any fancy for me. It's a snack kind of game. This baby. Every time I'm always just like, I don't want to say anything anymore. But oh my goodness. Alright, no. I'm great. No! Come on! You baby, I'm gonna throw you down a well. Gosh. You should say. That is true, I guess. That's a fair call. I mean, here's the thing. I would prefer to get the babies done. Because the job will happen. The job is going to happen anyways. Because most of the hurdle for the jobs has been trying to get the skills up. So it doesn't matter if I don't get promoted today. I'll just get promoted tomorrow. But if the baby gets taken away, that's 3 days taken away from me then. I don't think you can get an infinite number of babies, if that makes sense. Like, once you've done your 2, you're good. You've hit the national average. You do not need more babies. But yeah, no, I get no day anymore. Oh, so you say, but like, I needed to chat to the other person in order to get the stats up, so. Gosh, this baby! Seriously, he's about to go to bed now. He's got no time to actually do what he wants to do. I will never get a free day. Because every time I get a free day, there's just a baby on my doorstep. Gosh, jeez. Maybe I should just quit. Actually, can't you call a nanny? Don't we have a nanny? No, there's no nanny in this game? Doesn't this make you think? Maybe. Charles, you want to be back for a hot moment? No, I'll just chat to him. Let's just chat to him. We'll get that a little There's 5 points. I can't boost it up. I can't call him over and do this in time because I'm gonna fall asleep. We'll get those 5 points. We'll call it. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna keep going for a bit. A couple more days of in game. We'll see what happens. Well, the baby seems fine with the TV on. Okay, so don't need to worry about that. It really does lag out around this thing, though, doesn't it? But I don't know, man. He needs to sleep. So. Other person has had no fun. Which I could spend just getting that last bit of creativity out. But I feel like probably TV. We gotta go aggressive on the stat gain rather than the skill gain. At least until the kids can sustain themselves and are not just angry all the time and yelling when I really don't want them to yell. The sounds though. What other game? I played another game. This was a Sega Saturn Japan exclusive called Tri-Rush Deppy. You play as a taxi with eyes. You proceed to wander on your hind legs a lot, and you play Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just Sonic the Hedgehog. You walk around a bunch of levels that have maybe some vertical alternate routes. You got 2 acts and then a boss fight. You've even got your secret stages where you have to collect, in this case you have to collect all the stars or else, whoops. And then, yeah, defeat the bosses, win the game. You even got a spin dash or a boost function. It's got one interesting mechanic, which is your health and time limit are both fuel. Every time you take hits, you'll waste your time. You need to be topping off with some fuel cans throughout the game, so you got to make sure you're picking those up. But otherwise, it's a fairly normal platformer. It gets a bit chaotic near the end of the game. Not necessarily hard or impossible, although I did find some of the boss fights had some kind of cheap, like, you know, kind of bits to them. Like, for example, the first boss fight doesn't give you any more fuel mid-fight. So if you don't realize that, like, charging up your boost, like, deals exponentially more damage, I'm eating! Sad news, veteran actor Udo Kier has passed away at 81. He was the OD knock from Hideo Kojima. His Yuri and Command & Conquer RIP. I'm just eating! Oh my goodness. What are these? I swear. It's actually a put down everything and freaking, like, just spam baby. I need a day off work, man, I tell you. I actually need, like, just the day off. To sleep and take care of this baby. Actually, yeah, hold on. Where's my maternity leave? Where's my maternity leave? They even do this in The Sims 2, I'm very certain. They give your sim, like, a couple of days off work. In this game, it's like, no, tough luck, man. You gotta freaking look after your baby on your 9-hour shifts. Who cares that your baby hasn't seen the sun? Who cares that your baby has no idea who your family looks like? Who cares that your room is literally a TV and a terracotta pot? There we go. There we go. Now I can answer the phone as well while I'm at it. Stay away from any building activities the next week. Okay, sure, yeah. Oh my goodness. Ah, jeez. Okay. Well, the baby is looked after. My character can maybe wake up and have brekkie, and we can rotate. We can rotate. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, Tri-Rush Deppy is alright. I feel like I'm a bit warmer to it, but again, it's kind of a quick one and done game. Maybe a bit more of a snack. I have a cousin with 4 kids, you know. Who's someone I know with the most kids? Like, I know someone with 6. So it's a lot. I'm at that age now where it's like a bunch of my mates are getting into the kids game, so I gotta start getting into it soon, I guess. Soon. And again, rip my schedule when that happens, but, you know, that's why you do it. Your kids are like the thing. The thing that you focus on forever, I guess. And then have absolutely no life friends or anything. How am I going to get promoted at work? I have no friends. I'm going to get that fun stat up while I have the opportunity, because I can interrupt this at any point. I worry that Ziggy's going to drop out midday as well. Whoop. What an amazing house! I'm so glad I needed to get told that. Darn. But yeah, other than that, nothing else on the game playing front. I will say Amazon has taken their sweet time giving me my physical copies of Kirby Air Riders. I don't know why. It still hasn't even left their warehouse. Okay, okay. Back at it again. Time to sneeze, by the way. Maybe not. Yes. Oh my gosh. I've been sneezy all day, man. I swear. Is it? I think it's a Monday thing. I do want to get Kirby Air Riders. Yes, I do want to get that game. So hopefully it'll be good fun. I'm hearing good stuff out of the reviews. Like, it's good. It's generally fine. So that's all good. Listen, I'm not answering that phone. We're just going for it. Tom Air Riders. Demanding baby right there. Listen, I'll take my character to work. Okay, now, go for it. Gosh, that maid does a quick job. It really was just Mimi. Mimi was trashy. Mimi would destroy the entire place. I am curious at what point that Switch 2 turnover point will be, when it's like, oh, you know, everyone should really get it, because now it's got all these great exclusives. I think Mario Kart has been fairly good. I will play Donkey Kong at some point. But Mario Kart is not like, buy the system today kind of thing. It's like, play it when you get the system. It's well worth the play, but not worth buying the system today for that. Bonanza has Game of the Year candidate, yes. I do want to play it. I do want to give it a go. I know the Game Awards has happened. Usually I read them out, but now I'm just like, oh, I'm so sort of tired of the Game Awards. Partially because I feel like, again, they didn't nominate Mario Kart World for soundtrack. But also it's just like, there's a lot of, how would I put it? I mean, it's very journalist-driven right now. I think there was a huge disconnect for me when I realized that the Player's Choice vote was very Chinese-driven. If you note that, there's a lot of gacha games that are just like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. That a lot of people would like that, but then it's like, wow, it really is a big popularity contest. Even if it's popularity within the journalists, it's still a popularity contest. We're not actually praising the games that are cool and amazing and awesome. We're praising the games that the journalists liked, which somewhat are good games, but we're missing. We always miss various games because the journalists are just, it's not popular amongst them. They miss out and suddenly it's like, oh, okay. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. We need to get it. I'm sorry, Charles. I will chat to you now. Thank you, Charles. And then let's see if we can get Ziggy just boosted that tiny bit. Before the baby starts interrupting everything. Bruh. There we go. Here he is. Okay. If I stand outside, the baby won't say anything. Okay. So if we can get him up to 50, Clair Obscure, yeah, Clair Obscure's in half the categories. A part of me does wonder if Clair Obscure, I see people on my timeline saying Clair Obscure is kind of like, not necessarily journo bait, but like, people talk about it as if it's like the next like absolutely massive thing, or like, I just chatted to Ziggy, he's up to 55, he's fine. He's fine. But I mean, okay, maybe part of it is like people knocking on it as a popularity thing. I don't know much about it, and honestly, I'm probably gonna play it at some point. Maybe not like next year or anything. I don't know, but I'll come up at some point. I'll be like, oh, okay, this was, you know, the really, really good game. It's Persona but French. Yeah, I see that. It's got Paper Mario combat, doesn't it? Where you have to quick time event. Yeah, timed hits. Yeah, yeah. And I see people say that, like, oh, Clair Obscure is, like, the way RPG should be. And I'm like, Paper Mario? Like, not to say Paper Mario is the bad game or that, like, people shouldn't make games like Paper Mario. But rather that, like, we've had Paper Mario for 25 years. And then we didn't have Paper Mario for, like, 20 years. But, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't think it's too far in a concept to point out the game, or even the handheld Mario and Luigi games are actually like always doing this. It's not too far-fetched to like point out various other RPGs that do, and there's probably other RPGs that do have timed presses. And the baby's gone, so we got to make sure we care about the baby. Sorry, man. You're my friend, but I gotta juggle the baby. See, this is an anime. Oh, exactly. And I feel like that's the point. Is that there are so many games out there. For example, I will never see any journalist ever playing any FMV game. It's just never going to happen. Unless it's kind of got a little bit of, like, meme potential, like Super Seducer. And even, I'm not saying Super Seducer is, like, game of the year material. But I'm like, there are so many categories, so many genres out there, so many games that are just never going to see the light of day. Like, you will never see an idle game on this list. You'll never see, like, MMOs particularly go on the list unless they're crazy popular, or they're Final Fantasy, or they're just by a big publisher. I remember Immortality being nominated a few years back. I still remember Talos Principle never getting nominated as well. I'm just like, that's a game by a publisher that we all know, by a developer we all know, with a sequel that was, and also with some star talent that people liked. I was like, this is promotion worthy, and I guess it's because I didn't start oh no, I dropped off, why? Oh, it's because Mum dropped off. Ah. Sad news bears. That's okay. We'll get him next time. 1377. This is the reason why I have to work. And I gotta get that promotion quick. Cause your livelihood, you gotta pay for. I mean, you get bills every 3 days, so it's not. Wow, he body blocked me on that one. You get bills every 3 days, so it's actually like I can make do. I can get this to work, but it does mean I can't skip work days. How was Battlefield 6? I haven't played Battlefield 6. The only game I've played from this year is wow, I'm about to die as well. The only game I've played from this year has been Mario Kart, so I can't personally attest to a lot of stuff. I hear Battlefield 6 is fine. It's better than Call of Duty this year, I guess. Is he fine? Is he good? No! Listen, this is why we've got the TV. So I can then treat the baby. Infinite loop. Alright, we're gonna need to rotate. We're gonna need to rotate. I'm gonna need to rotate. I'm really gonna need to rotate here. Go for it. Blueprint. Yeah, Blueprint's got one. The community support category is a bit of a joke, because what is community support? If you say games with updates, I go, is that not an ongoing game? What is community support? Helldivers 2? Are you kidding me with what happened at the beginning of the year? This is like, we had the freaking PlayStation Network meltdown. We had that happen this year, and you're gonna just nominate the exact 5 games that we had last year. That's what I mean by like journalists just do not. They're disconnected. It's this one like okay. There was a bit of like there was a bit of a how would I put it, like disinterest I had at the beginning of this, but that one actually, that category really does frustrate me because it's like, what does this mean? And no one's going to talk about it. No one's going to talk about the fact that Helldivers had any of that stuff going on. Like, the freaking community manager was fired over this. Like, actually fired. It was a terrible handling. Absolutely dreadful. Baldur's Gate 3, it was well treated, but I guess my question is it not just a patch? I guess. Adding mod support is nice, I do agree, but like, compared to other games, where do we draw the line? And that's why I kind of feel like maybe the category is kind of silly, or maybe as well it should mean, I guess, community events, things that actually involve the community and not just like updates. It's not necessarily that we have mods, but we should have a community where community efforts are celebrated. And I don't think any of these games particularly like shout them out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not in those crowds. But, like, legit, it's like... I don't know. Marathon should have been the most anticipated game, man. I tell you. I'm anticipating it. I remember there was one clip I saw somewhere which was like, they asked Geralt's voice actor. Geralt, or was it Geralt? It was a hard G. From The Witcher. About how GTA 6 is like an incredibly like highly anticipated game, and he's just like, okay, cool, I don't care. Like, I mean, he cares in the sense of like, you know, it'd be cool if it's a good game, but he also like doesn't care in the sense of like when it's anticipated, like, okay, sure, whatever. It's breaking records. It hasn't even come out. You know who's doing this, by the way? The marketing teams. Yeah, exactly. Like, he'd love to see the things he works on does well, 100%. But, like, it's all driven by marketing teams. I like, at some point, I don't think the hype for GTA 6 is as real as it should be. People, like, hype because it's like, oh, I enjoyed GTA 6, or it's the greatest game ever, or horse balls in Red Dead 2, or really got those kinds of people, maybe. Gosh, he's absolutely going to be dead tired, and he's going to miss this baby for a hot second. This one's going to be tricky, because it's like, I can call Mum. But I'm also curious if it's easier to just get, like, Randy or someone else. We need to at least get that promotion today. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be super hungry. Oh, no. No nomination. Yeah, oh yeah, no nomination for... Exactly, because it really, really is, like, niche for journalists. They're really going to... Go for the baby. The baby is important. Your life is not important. It's the baby. I think the trick is I gotta serve Brekkie. Or just get a snack as well. But yeah, no, I 100%. I do just think that, like, the journalists just aren't playing the full scope of games. And at the end of the day as well, it's like, you know, what are we doing here? What is the Game Awards? It's a big ad spot. It's the next big E3. And that's fine. If we admit it to that, sure. But honestly, at the end of the day, I don't particularly think game journalists' opinions are, like, be-all, end-all important. And the Game Awards, unfortunately, tries to reinforce that they are, but they're not. You as a player, you as a person, your vote, collectively, is 10%. The journalists are going to overrule you. They will. And it's just like, oh, whatever. Alright, serve lunch. Serve it quick. Because otherwise my guy's going to be very hungry if no one else has made food. Or I could order pizza, but we'll serve lunch. Okay, the baby's done. Did you get the memo we left you? What? Wow, what a terrifying call. He's bored. He's bored. Am I gonna finish the food in time? Alright, no, get up, get up, get up. Get changed. Pause. And bolt it. Okay, well, at least I've got food. At least I've got food. We're good there. I'm gonna say it's easier for me to piss on the floor. Because the hygiene is quick. Just go right here. We'll clean it up later. He needs his comfort anyways, at some point. Yeah, did Digimon ever get a nomination? I don't know. I'm trying to remember all of them. I don't know. It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig. So, well, I'll enjoy watching the award show in a couple of weeks. You know, we'll see some announcements. We'll see whatever. But at the end of the day, oh, it is just an advertising spot. It really is just like a big spot for like seeing lots of new games, and that's fine. That's like whatever. You know, we'll watch that. It'll be all good. But so I don't know. We try and get Randy. I don't think there's any opportunity. I think we just need this kid out of the way before I can even get that promotion. Because, like, my fun is gone. Seriously, this kid has been the worst. Right as I'm trying to get... There we go. Look at that! And she's a witch, apparently. You have unlocked the domestic beach simulator. There you go. So now, as a child, you can do things, and therefore won't hassle everything. Also, yeah, so, students... Also, what the heck? You got a cooking of 8 and a body of 8 already? Oh my goodness, jeez. But no charisma. I have no charisma. Kids go to school. Also, kids need a bed. Your choice of a kid's bed. You can go for the cheap one, if you really want to. No rush. Throw it in there. Kids got a jukebox. They'll be fine. She'll be fine. There we go. Okay, Rocklin is officially in the family. Also, Rocklin is very playful. And also an Aquarius. Like a dad! Okay. And also is absolutely bored stiff. Because, yeah, what do kids do? Like, nothing really. I guess you can build up your kid's creative stat. Your kids just need to be, like, you know, happy. That's all your kids need. Probably immediately. So I think, yeah, keep kid in school. So that's the other one as well, so the kid can't get fired. Fired? I guess, like, flunk. But, honestly, I think it'll be easier than, Also, I'm not too sure if you can get the kid to expel... Yeah, exactly. You were, like, barely able to treat yourself. You couldn't walk. And now you're jamming Mozart out at me. And your dad and the wife beater needs to watch the America's Scariest Chases on TV because he's bored out of his mind trying to feed you. I don't know if the kid can cook. Like, the stat is great. The stat is amazing. But I'm not too sure if you should rely on the kid cooking. Also, I don't know why the kid is a witch. I don't know why. But there we go. At least we're solid there. Actually, you know what? Bonus points. I'm gonna call Rockland is not a family friend for reference, so don't worry about that. I'm going to call Randy. Actually, I'm going to call Ziggy because I feel like we're going to get Ziggy's... Ziggy is going to drop off, and if I'm having to regularly like call him all the time, it's not very efficient. So we're going to get him over, see if he can have a nice chat. There you go. Also, I guess she's not building up a stat right now, so it really doesn't matter. She just needs to be like on top of her game and she's good. And she's bored! Or not bored, she hasn't talked to anyone. But she could just be my, you know, my slave right now. She can get rid of the urine on the carpet before this, before Ziggy notices, you know? Exactly. Genius. Genius play right here. I'm not too sure what she's really going to do for the rest of the day, but, you know. Sup, Ziggs? How you doing? And we can dance. We can't dance. It's Phil Collins. Yeah, I don't know, man. What do you do as a kid? I guess you can also, yeah, okay, so you can have snacks. So you can't cook. You can indeed serve yourself alcohol. You can indeed do that. Also, not that bed. Does that mean not this bed? Oh, that does mean not that bed. Okay. No. I know your social's bad, but you gotta commit to... Also, hi, are we still talking? Yeah, we are still talking. So what do you do? What do you do as a kid to pass the time? I guess you just keep watching TV forever. Okay, so if I got the wrong bed, what bed do I get for the kid? I mean, it's not this bed. Because I'd imagine, I mean, like, single beds make sense, but like... There we go, we're back. We're so back. I guess in theory the kid can sleep on the couch. But it's not that bed, so what's the bed? What's the bed we're working with? It's not like a fancy kid's bed in this list. It kind of just ends there. I don't suppose it's in this category, is it? No, there's a dresser. We're fine. Where would the bed be? Not the magical mystery toy box as well. I'm curious. How does the child sleep? This feels like it's right there. Kids are Sims 2, like adult Sims, they need sleep. Like, it seems just painted right there that it'd be that bed in particular. Is it because it's up against the wall? Is it literally because I'm just putting it there? Or you just really don't want to use the bed? It's probably because you don't want to use the bed, because it's like how... Oh no, you can sleep. Oh well. Also, what is happening out here, man? They're really going ham, but... Hi there, child. Ha 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 ha! Excuse me, I'm trying to chat up our family friend here, Ziggy. There you go. We need to get Ziggy in the good books. Again, it's because Mum's dropped off the face of the planet. But yeah, I'd probably say that's a good point to call it for the stream. About there. That seems pretty good. We have a child, Rocklin. Maybe we'll get another child soon. The work promotion should come in after getting the next child, like, chilled, I guess. Oh, exactly, yeah. And to be fair, like, ripping on lots of games as well, just to add... It doesn't necessarily mean that Clair Obscur is a bad game. I just want to add that. Like, it's probably a fairly good game. I think it's because there are so many great games, or so many like fairly good games, that people will play only like a localized set of good games and then just miss other stuff. And in this case, unfortunately, many journalists flock to the same games. So we're going to just naturally not see journalists talk about some games all the time. Lots of smaller indie games. Yeah, exactly. And I wonder if it's like marketing machines or even just like hype trains. You know, that kind of stuff exists. Obviously, Half-Life 3 is hyped, even though obviously Valve themselves are not doing it. Silksong was very hyped. The Mecha one was pretty cool. Yeah. I remember Blueprints getting a fair bit of pre-release stuff as well. And you know, some indie games will get free attention like that. But many indie games don't. Many indie games just sort of, they happen, they exist, and that's it. And yeah, they unfortunately will just not get the love. So today I go engagement challenge. If you're on YouTube, have a gander and say some, you know, are there any games that you think are cool? I say that even though I know that sometimes the videos just don't get enough views and therefore you don't really get an engagement in the replies. But I'll shout it anyways, just in case someone's there. And if you're watching this in post, just like say who's watching this in year 2028. Yeah, but that's because the Megabonk guy was nominated for debut indie game, and he was like, he's made other games before. And debut indie game is such a weird category as well, because I'm like, we've had games published by Nexon in that list. It's like, what does it mean? What does it mean to be indie if you've got the backing of Nexon? Who knows? So, anyways, let's do a double save. Why not? But anyways, I would like. Hold on, we're saving the live config. Easy. I would like to thank you so very, very, very much for watching. So if you enjoyed this, or you didn't enjoy it, that's fine. You can follow on Twitch, 8:30 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time every Monday. It's December next week. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Time flies quick when you're having fun. If you missed parts of this, VOD will be on YouTube soon, you know the drill. And you can also follow on the Fedi. Just a note as well, if you are Australian, I didn't mention it. Twitch has announced that it is, oh sorry, not Twitch. The Australian government, the E-Safety Commission in Australia, has announced that Twitch will be one of the websites that you cannot use unless you are above 16. How will that affect everyone? I don't know. Because also, like, I know it's like, I'm over 16, but like, what do I do if like age verification isn't really working? So follow me on the Fedi. I will always be there, and you don't have to log in for that. So anyways, stay safe, eat your greens, don't stay up too late, and I don't know, play Try Rush Deppy. Why not? It's a fun little time. So see ya, fellas.